la 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 la. La 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 la. It's baby time. 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 Baby time. Baby, you're the best. You're not like all the rest. It will be so much fun when you're the chosen one. No matter what you do, I will be proud of you. Even if you receive a liberal arts degree. Baby time. It's baby time. Wait, I wasn't finished!
Chavio, cats and kittens! Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Klog. I'm your host, Kenneth Catagat, aka Kenny Cat, and we've got a great show for you today.
I don't believe you.
So, over the few weeks, I've been debating what I wanted to talk about in the Klog. And I'm going to go with my main love, and that's going to be Star Wars, because there's been a lot of Star Wars news going on. How many times have you guys seen it? I've seen it thrice. It's awkward. It was awkward not having the crawl, but you get over it real fast. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a very well-made movie from start to finish. I will say the first time I saw it, I didn't really care about, spoilers, any of the character deaths except for K2SO, because Alan Tudyk, come on. And then the second time, throw in Churro and Boz. I've heard a lot of complaints about how can you defeat a stormtrooper with a stick. And it's just like, who cares? It looks awesome. It's Star Wars. It's just meant to be engaging and entertaining. On the third viewing, I was bawling like a little girl at just about every death, especially the very, very end. When I knew Princess Leia was coming, and this was, post-death, it hit me really hard. But it was a great movie. I look forward to seeing it 4 dozen more times. It's probably one of my new favorites. It's definitely up there. Definitely better than the prequels. Still not convinced it's better than Force Awakens. I know a lot of people in my circle have said that they like it more than Force Awakens, but the first act's music is, redo the music. I know he had a limited amount of time to make it, but there's certain scores that should have been there that weren't. I don't know if that was his arrogance because he didn't want to be associated with John Williams, but that's silly. The Rogue One theme, it's grown on me. I like it now. Literally the first, 20 minutes, the music sounds like somebody making a Star Wars movie who doesn't have the rights to make a Star Wars movie, so they have to make sure every fourth note's slightly different. But I get used to it. It blends better towards the end. If you're a Rebels fan, seeing the Ghost in action and hearing them call General Syndulla was cool. Getting to see Chopper, knowing they're still going. Very curious to see how they blend all that together. So yes, if you have not checked out Rogue One for any type of hesitation, go see it. I guarantee you will get something out of it. If not Alan Tudyk, then maybe Jenna or so. Her and Cassian's death, I don't know. I think it's mainly because at the end they kind of feel like there's a forced romance, I guess. I don't know. It feels like there was supposed to be more development in the first act or something that wasn't there. And now all of a sudden they're looking at each other. I get it's the last person they're going to see, but I don't know. It feels awkward. Rebels is still going strong. I'm loving season 3 so far. The trailer is amazing. If you haven't checked it out, please do so. I'll put a link in the doobly-doo or up here somewhere. Yes, I'm going to keep saying doobly-doo. Sorry, Matt Colville. I love doobly-doo. So anyway, continue with Rebels. If you are not watching Rebels yet, it is a great show to binge watch. It's on Netflix. If you like the Clone Wars series, or if you're just unsure about it because it's on a kids channel, It's very adult for a kids channel show. It's on XD, so I think that's more catered for teens. So they're allowed to push the boundaries a little harder. There are, of course, episodes aimed at a younger audience, I guess, is the because so far no episode has been filler because it always comes back later on. But there are going to be episodes you don't enjoy as much as Darth Maul showing up or Vader showing up or anything like that. The Inquisitors were a little. It took me a while to just kind of accept that, okay, there's these things that are called Inquisitors who are Force sensitive, but they're not Sith. They're trained to a certain level, but they're not trained as Sith. In the second season, those Inquisitors are actually kind of fun. It's Sarah Michelle Gellar is the main Inquisitor. The crew of the Ghosts are actually, they grow on you very well. Ezra kind of reminds you of Anakin in the movies. He's kind of whiny in the first season, doesn't quite understand why he has to listen to Kanan and stuff like that. Kanan is the best. I watched the show for Kanan and the villains now. Right now we're dealing with Grand Admiral Thrawn, and I know that's somebody a lot of the Legends fans have been waiting to see in action. He's a little bit of a disappointment in the first half because you don't know his master plan. So everything seems like, why do you keep releasing them? Oh, you have them in your sights, but you keep letting them go. And it's because the rebellion isn't formed right now. They're all kind of their own individual cells, which if you saw Rogue One, you know there's a council now that they all have to kind of agree on. Rebels kind of leads towards that story where they finally all meet and make the full rebellion. And that's what I believe Thrawn's waiting for. He knows the Ghost is small fries. I mean, he could easily catch them right now, bring them in, and that's one cell gone. But the infection of the rebellion will keep spreading. If he waits for them all to be one united force, he can take them all out. Which, in Rogue One, you hear them say, it could be a trap with, one final confrontation type thing. If you're not sure if you're going to like Rebels, I recommend reading Kanan's comic. A lot of backstory into Kanan post-Clone Wars when he lost his master and had to go on the run, and how he survived to be in Rebels as a Jedi, basically. The comics are really well done. Star Wars comic, the Vader series, oh my god, the Vader series is so good. If you liked what you saw of Vader in Rogue One, read the Vader series. Because it's Vader in his prime. You get to see him just obliterate people. I actually liked the C-3PO little kind of one-shot. It explains how he got his red arm, but a lot of people were unenthused. I like little filler like one. If you're going to do filler, make it at least an interesting story, and that one was kind of cool to find out. Especially now that people know K2SO as, an Imperial droid who was reprogrammed for the Rebellion. It talks a lot about that, how droids are constantly switching sides because they get reprogrammed and don't even know which team they used to be on. And 3PO gets some flashes of the prequels, basically, because remember at the end of episode 3, they wipe his mind, so he has no memory of them, but there's kind of echoes of data stored in there that he's kind of remembering. But anyway, on to this year, episode 8, this December. Get excited! I already counting down the days. We are down to 325 days. Can't wait. We get to see Rey back in action. We get to finally see Luke speak. Like, oh my god, he gets to talk. Hopefully, I'm hoping Carrie Fisher finished her scenes for this movie. From what I've been reading and hearing, it doesn't sound like they were planning to kill her off. She was actually going to have a much bigger role in 9. And now there's the debate of doing the CG again or recasting. I personally don't want to see anyone else as Leia. So my vote would be for CG. I don't want them to rewrite the story to cut her out. I want there to be Princess Leia. If she's not dying, then I want Princess Leia to be around. So, CG the crap out of it. I don't know what people are saying. I've watched, like I said, Rogue One 3 times. Tarkin and Princess Leia looked amazing. I mean, you have to, like, I don't know, really be into the science of it and looking for each mistake. I don't know. I was just blown away by how great of a performance Peter Cushing gave as a dead Tarkin. No, I feel bad. I feel bad for the guy who actually is Tarkin there, but at the same time, he gets to be Tarkin. So I don't know. It was great, and I hope, and there's that word hope. Going back to Carrie Fisher, that if I remember, she actually really liked the CG Princess Leia they did in Rogue One. So I think she would be fine if they wanted to keep her going for Episode 9. A lot of people are going to be... I've heard debates about people saying how in their mind they know that's not Princess Leia. And how it's like you recast and it's the same thing. That's not Princess Leia. You know, that's somebody new. And I don't know who even at that age could play an old Carrie Fisher. You know? I think it's just a waste of time not to just CG her and move on. I mean, we still got Luke. Hopefully Harrison Ford will be back for some flashbacks maybe. I know Star Wars episodes have never done flashbacks, but well, I guess Force Awakens kind of did. They were Force visions, but they were in the past, so maybe they were kind of slow rolling us into getting used to seeing flashbacks. Star Wars is doing great right now, and I am excited for Episode 8. Comment below, what's your favorite comic? What would you like to be recommended if you're just getting into the comics? Where do you want to start type thing? I don't know, what's your favorite episode of Star Wars? Who's your favorite character from Rebels? Write them in the doobly-doo and tweet me questions, answers, anything, comments if you just want to chat. You know, let's start a dialogue. That'll do it for this episode of the Klog Special Edition Star Wars. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to put that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next episode. May the Force be with you, Harry.